Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Green Vitch Tarot with the 2 V's, and I'm here with another reading for you guys today. Now, in this reading, you may feature either fireworks, trains, or a light air conditioning noise. All of these things I have no control over because somebody's shooting fireworks outside my house, and there's trains, a train yard off yonder, and of course, the air conditioning is on, and I have no control over that. So anyways, just for a warning, if you hear any sort of distractions within the reading, just try to zone them out and try to listen to the messages that there are. So what is this reading on today? This reading is who is watching over you. Now this could be considered like a guardian angel or like a, I don't know, a protector. Is generally somebody who's passed on that is looking over you. And if you don't believe in that sort of thing, this is all just for fun, just to see who might be watching over you. And it may be really relevant, or it may not be relevant. You may have more than one guardian angel as well too. So if you want to pick more than one pile, then go ahead and pick more than one pile. Anyways, let's get into the piles. So pile 1, we have the Carnelian representing pile 1. Pile 2, we have the Angelite. And pile 3, we have the Citrine representing pile 3. Alright, so I want you to go ahead and sort of just clear your thoughts. Take a couple of deep breaths in your nose for a second and out of your mouth for seconds. Just to really zone in. And I want you to pick whichever pile you feel most drawn to. I will have timestamps in the comments as well as the description below. So if you don't want to listen through all the readings, that is perfectly fine. You can skip to whichever stone you pick. Alright, so let's get into the readings. Alright, group 1, if you chose the Carnelian, this message is for you. Who is watching over you? Alright, so the first tarot card I drew is the Ace of Canes. Second tarot card is the Nine of Knives. The third tarot card is the Sun. And the fourth tarot card is the High Priestess. And I drew clarifiers, so I'll put those underneath each of the cards. So for the Ace of Kings, we have Lover. And for the Nine of Knives, we have Sorrow. And for the Sun, we have Lord. And for High Priestess, we have Fortune. And then I pulled 3 mermaid message cards just to see if there's any sort of little messages they might have for you. So the first one we have is Listen, and I'll read the little underneath later on in the video, so don't worry about pausing it to read it right away. And then the second card we have is Meditate. And then the third card we have is Direction. And then for the song is Underneath Your Clothes by Shakira. So let's get into these cards. And put that right there so we can put that there. Alright, so let's get into the cards. Okay, so the Ace of Canes. Now the Ace of Canes generally represents like a new sort of energy, new tasks, maybe a new creative cycle, or it could be, it's just some sort of like new beginning, new something. So we have something new going on, but we also have a Lover too. So this kind of makes me think that this person that's watching over you may have like a little hand inside of your love life as well. because we have the Lover popping up with the new cycle, which makes me think of like new possible relationships. So I feel like they maybe are helping guide you into these new relationships that you may have in your life, or maybe possibly just guiding you in your current relationship, in your love life. So that's kind of nice, you know? We can all use a little wingman. No pun intended. Oh my gosh. Anyways, now we have the Nine of Knives. Now, the Nine of Knives, this guy, he's a little paranoid, a little anxious, like grabbing his heart. There's hopelessness, but he's kind of overthinking it. Like, it's not as bad as he thinks, or she thinks. I feel like, you know, with the Sorrow card clarifying it for the Nine of Knives, like this person, they possibly had a hard life, or they may have been going through a lot of things. I'd see life not being very easy for them, and possibly they did a lot of bad things, and they do have some sorrow for it, or maybe they didn't treat you the best way, so now they're kind of making up for it. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And then we have the Sun over here. Now the Sun, this is like success, enlightenment, brightness, hope, and it also like represents time to like move on with like new plans or new ideas as well. So I feel like maybe there's something, they're kind of trying to guide you a little bit, because you have the Ace of Canes over here with this new path, and we have also the Sun representing some sort of new light in your life, and it's being clarified by the Lord. Now the Lord, literally, this could, if you're religious, this could literally mean the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, or whoever. But if you're not religious, then this could very well mean, ooh, I kind of see it like with the Lover, like this a very loyal person. But it's a new person. It could be a new person, a new enlightenment in your life. I see this Lord as being very, like, you have this horse bowing to him. So like it's a very strong person, or a very, it's just, I feel, overall I'm feeling strength from this card. I can't find the word that I'm wanting to say. Dependable. They're like an anchor. That's what I'm kind of feeling. I feel like they're kind of helping you to find this. It's new too. And very well possibly could be that this Lord person could be the actual person. This Lover could be the actual person that is watching over you. Very possible. For some of you, it may be that. Like I said, it could be more than one person watching over you. And then we have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, she is all about mystery, using your intuition, and trying to find the secrets within. So, like, whenever I see the High Priestess, I definitely think, you know, pay attention more to your dreams, because I feel like within our dreams, answers do come to us. They may be in, like, some weird symbolic way, so don't be afraid to, like, look up your dreams and the meanings of them online. And then for the clarifier, we have Fortune. So this is telling me that, it's interesting, because I noticed this lady, she's kind of blindfolded. So there is some mystery, but I feel like there's good fortune coming towards you. So whoever this person is that is watching over you, they are here to bring you good fortune within your life. And this person, they could, again, I feel like this person could either be like, well, if you're religious, literally the Lord and Savior. Or it could be maybe a father figure, or a passed on parent, mother, or it could be a passed on lover as well. But I see them kind of bringing in this new light and new energy for you. Yeah. I want to go into the song card before I go into their messages for you. So, Underneath Your Clothes by Shakira. Alright, so I wrote notes as I listened to the song. Ignore the chicken scratch. Alright, so the first line of the song is, "You're a song written by the hands of God. You're extremely special." If you're religious, it's telling you you're extremely special. I feel within whichever religious practice you are in or something. Either way, you are an extremely special person. And they do speak to your heart. So do listen to your heart. You taught them so much. Now it's their time to watch / help you. Interesting. Because I kind of felt like a parenty figure here. But then it could be, just linking up with the lover. But parents do learn from their children too, sometimes. And then endless story, that's something that she mentions in the song. So I feel like this person is somebody that's very close to your heart, that will always be close to your heart. There's this very, very closeness that I feel. And the passed on lover. I was getting that from this song. Again, we got the lover. The lover right here. And if it is passed on lover, I'm very sorry for your loss. I've had that happen to me too. It's not the best. And the last two messages I got, you might be skeptical of this, meaning like this whole tarot card thing or these messages. But if you listen, and you will know. You will listen and you will know. So again, it's telling me like to listen to your heart, because they are speaking to your heart. And whether or not you believe in tarot cards or not, I feel like there is a very good and strong message here for you, just from the person who may be watching over you. So let's get into those messages. Oh my gosh, we have listened. We have listened. The secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shell. And we have the shell right here. So the shell makes me think of your heart, because it's kind of like shaped like a heart too. So really listen to your heart. And poetically, we have meditate right after. Make some quiet time in the still air. So take some time to yourself and really ponder and think about this. If you're trying to get some sort of messages, just really, really listen. And then we have direction. Trust your inner compass and you'll find your bearings. So this is telling me that you can trust your intuition, because we have the High Priestess here. She's all about intuition. So you can trust your intuition within this, and wherever it is you're trying to go, whatever you're trying to do. Hello, train. It's nice to see you. I don't see you or hear you. I hear you. Anyways, so overall, who I think is watching over you is either going to be a passed on lover. It's possible that you weren't even in a relationship with this person. It's possible that they just had this love for you. Or it could possibly be some sort of I want to say like a higher up power, a higher social status maybe, or a parent, or something. But there is this kind of like this sorrow going on with the Knight of Knives. Like, I feel like they're kind of worried about you right now. You may be going through something, maybe almost sort of recklessly, because we have all these messages telling you to stop and like listen and wait for direction. So I feel like you're kind of making them a little anxious, because you may be just sort of not really just thinking, you're just sort of acting. So I think that's one of the messages that may be there for one of you. But, you know, whoever it is, they really want you to listen to your own intuition. There's something you need to figure out for yourself. I feel like there's some chaos in your life right now, and you just really need to settle down and think. But, you know, just this Knight of Knives, the way he's holding his heart, and then with underneath your clothes, and the message of they speak to your heart is telling me that they're trying to tell you a message. They're trying to speak to your heart. And it's a message of good fortune too. Like they're guiding you and they're protecting you. Whoever this person is. Yeah, anyways, I hope that this message resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. If you ever have any questions about any of the readings, you can always hit me up on my Instagram, greenvegetarot with 2 V's. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever it is. We'll see y'all on the next one. Okay, bye. Alright, group 2, if you chose the Angelite, this message is for you. Who is watching over you? Well, let's take a look at the cards. Alright, the first card we have is the 7 of Canes. The second card we have is the Knight of Knives. Third card we have is Temperance. And the fourth card we have is the Queen of Mugs. Alright, and then for clarifiers for the 7 of Canes, we have Pleasure Seekers. And for the Knight of Knives, we have Conversation. For Temperance, we have Doctor. And for the Queen of Mugs, we have Consultation. Alright, and then for your mermaid messages, we have Wild. We have Reflect. And we have Patience. Alright, and then for your song card, we have Go the Distance by Roger Bart. It's from the movie Hercules. And I will have the lyric video in the description. But you wait for the messages before I tell you, you know, or before you go. Yeah, anyways, let's get into the cards. So we have the 7 of Canes. Now the 7 of Canes kind of represents like challenges, competition, but being like very persistent. And I kind of see this as more like they're the defender of you. They're very protective over you. That's kind of what I'm seeing with that. And for the clarifier with Pleasure Seeker, I almost wonder, like, if this person, this is like maybe it's a hint to who the person was, or maybe you were kind of like the pleasure seeker or something like that. But I feel like And whatever kind of pleasures that you try to delve into, this person protects you within those sort of pleasures. It could be simply, you know, like if you love swimming, they protect you while you're swimming, or if you love to party, they love to protect you while you party. But it doesn't mean, you know, don't go swim in the middle of the ocean with sharks or drink yourself to death. Definitely don't advise that. But they do protect you within the things you enjoy in your life. That's what I'm getting from that. All right, let's go to the Knight of Knives. Now, the Knight of Knives. This is telling me this person was very brave. They're very strong-willed, very, like, egotistical. Nothing can stop them. Nothing can get in their way, sort of a deal. So I feel like it's possibly a very strong male presence here. Generally, when I see the Knight of Knives, I think of males, or just a male presence, just because they're very strong and all that. But it could be a woman too. Very well could be a woman, because women can be strong as well. And then for the clarifier, we have conversation. So this is telling me that they're trying to contact you in some sort of way. Like, even though they kind of have this ego going, they're constantly trying to contact you, guide you, and lead you wherever it may be in your life. And then we have temperance. Temperance is like a balance of opposites, compromise, you know, one cup filling the other. So there is this balance of, ooh, hold up on that thought. We have the Doctor here as a clarifier. Now, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder, for some of you, like, yes, this person is, like, always trying to protect you, always trying to be there, always trying to save you from yourself, basically. But this Doctor makes me wonder if they actually, like, did save you. Like, with this being the temperance, finding this balance, and then the Doctor, I see, like, maybe you were in some sort of, like, an accident, or there's something that you survived that you probably shouldn't have survived, or there's some sort of miracle that happened. I feel like they made a compromise for you, in a way, because, you know, we have the Doctor consoling this patient here, and we have the temperance kind of balancing it out. It makes me think of them, like, I don't want to say, like, trying to make a deal with death from, you know, taking your soul or something, but, like, I don't know why Sims is popping into my head right now, but, like, the Sims, how you can try to make a deal with death so they don't take away your dead sim. Like, that totally nerdy, but that thought is popping into my mind right now. But I feel like this person's fought for you. Oh my gosh. I hate to jump into the song and they're willing to go into the distance for you. I feel very, very, very strong person. Definitely. All right, and then we have the Queen of Mugs. Now, the Queen of Mugs, this could also represent a very, like, intuitive person. But again, very devoted. And they kind of understand the mysteries of the universe, so this definitely tells me, you know, it's somebody who, they could be older. I'm kind of getting, like, maybe a grandmother sort of a vibe. But I feel like they're really watching over you. They're a strong presence, and there's a lot of emotion from them. Like, you meant the world to them. You definitely did. And then we have consultation as the clarifier for the Queen of Mugs. So that's telling me that I feel like this person, they fight for you on the other side. Like, they're constantly trying to make these deals, make things happen for you. I just feel this very strong energy. Like, this person, it could be a male, it could be possibly a grandmother, grandfather. It's a very strong and resilient spirit, whoever this person is, and they've almost like bent over backwards for you. They're really, really protecting you. And then I want to go to Distance by Roger Bart, the Hercules song. Beautiful song. I highly recommend listening to it. And these are the notes that, or the things that popped to my head as I listened to the song. We have noble, fighter, possibly grandmother, male, will fight for you. Kind of got that like ride or die spirit. Strength. They fought for you once and will fight for you again and always. Those are the thoughts that came into my head as I listened to the song. And in the song, he's basically saying, you know, he doesn't care how far, he'll go almost anywhere to feel like he belongs, and they feel like they belong to protect you. This person, like, this is your ideal guardian angel here. The ideal person watching over you, because they're making all sorts of deals for you to try to help you live your best life and have the best sort of karma within your life, I'm feeling. Alright, so let's get into these mermaid messages, see what sort of messages they have for you. So we have Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunshine. So this is telling me that they kind of just want you to live your life. Like, you know, live your life for them, whoever this may be. Don't be afraid to get a little wild. Let your hair down. And then we have Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. So it's possible that this could be a person that you don't even, like, least it's, I don't want to say don't even know, but the person you least expect, sort of a deal. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Really, I feel like they're telling you to reflect on the people that have been in your lives, because I feel like this person is not, for some of you, it may not be the likely person that you think it is. And then we have Patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. Now, I'm kind of feeling like, just with like the two turtles right here, I feel like almost like this could be a message of being patient for, when it comes to relationships or something. Like, if you are wondering, you know, if the right one's going to come around, I feel like they're working on it. They have their hand in it. Or if you're wondering about a new job, I feel like they're working on it. They're trying to help you, trying to pull with you for this. But in the meantime, they do want you to reflect and have fun, be a little wild. In this. Overall, I'm just feeling this very, very, very strong energy. Like, this person will fight for you, even though they're not alive. They are fighting for you, and they are trying to contact you, so do try to, I feel like this reflect card goes well with it. Do try to reflect some. Could be meditation, that you maybe do some meditation. Pay attention to your dreams. But this person, you got a very, very strong person watching over you. They fought for you. They'll fight for you again. And I feel like they're constantly working in your favor here. And they definitely love you. It's full of love. And they're willing to go to distance. And I feel like they feel like they belong with you. Not in like a creepy way, but like, you know, in a very sweet way. Like maybe possibly you made them feel accepted and loved. So they are willing to do just about anything to be by your side and protect you. Anyways, I hope that this reading resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. And if it didn't, you're more than welcome to watch another reading. You can always hit me on my Instagram, Green Bitch Tarot, if you ever have any questions. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever it is. I love you all so, so much, and we will see you in the next reading. Okay, bye! Alright, group 3, if you chose the Citrine, this message is for you, who is watching over you. Let's take a look. Alright, so the first card we have is the 8 of Knives. The second card we have is the Knight of Canes. The third card we have is the 4 of Knives. And the fourth card we have is the Hermit. And I have clarifier cards for each of these. So for the 8 of Knives, we have Constancy. For the Knight of Canes, we have a Lady. And for the 4 of Knives, we have a Foe. And for the Hermit, we have Waiting. And then for your mermaid messages, we have Dance. We have Dive. And we have Optimism. And for your song, we have Rabbit Hole by Blink-182. Alright, so I will admit, when I first drew up this deck, the first card I drew was the song, and I was like, should I reshuffle this? You know what, let's just do all the cards and we'll see what comes up this, and I'm kind of getting it. It kind of makes sense. So bear with me here. Alright, so let's go with the 8 of Knives. So the 8 of Knives, generally this is like somebody who's like overwhelmed, in like a no-win situation. I feel like they're very overwhelmed. Maybe a victim. And they're constantly feeling this way. Like it's a constant thing. I almost feel like a tortured soul kind of vibe from this person. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so then we have the Knight of Canes. Knight of Canes is a very bold, a very adventurous, and they hold nothing back. They're kind of like they're gonna be there in the right time, right place, kind of a deal. But we also have a Lady, which is, if I can pick you up, Lady. My Lady is kind of like a retreat, sort of like repose, not feeling so confident about doing it or being there, sort of a deal, feeling ill with themselves. So I'm feeling like this, I hate to say a tortured soul, but I feel like this person has a lot of guilt. Maybe they didn't treat you the best. And we have the Four of Knives. Again, the Four of Knives represents retreat, rest, like a time out, recovering. And for the clarifier, we have foe. So, oh my gosh, this is telling me this is probably a person who probably didn't treat you the best while they were alive. So they're kind of trying to make up for it. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And then we have the Hermit. And the Hermit, it's kind of like he's taking like a different course, trying to find a different way, a new journey, trying to find the light, sort of a deal. And then for the clarifier, we have waiting. So this is kind of telling me that I feel like they're kind of lost, like they're kind of not sure exactly why they are, they were paired up with you, like WWE watching over you. But I feel like this person, they might have brought you like a lot of hardship within your life. Like they are definitely watching over you, protecting you. Like they won't let you like be at the edge of a cliff about to fall off. Like they are there at the right moment, the right time. Like they send just what you need right when you need it. But I just feel this confusion from them. It could be an ex-lover. It could be, you know, if you had a hard relationship with your father or your mother, or some sort of parent figure, or even just an enemy that you've had in your life. And I want to go into this song, Rabbit Hole by Blink-182. So this song, the messages that I was getting from it, they're very, very interesting. The first thing that popped into my mind was conflicted. I sort of feel like they owe you. They're repaying a debt to you. Stuck in this cycle until they make changes for themselves. So I feel like they're still learning. They're still trying to figure something out. Like they still haven't learned their lesson, and they're kind of like in this constant cycle of trying to make things right. And then, yeah, again, with you again, is said over and over in the song. It's said a lot of times. I sort of felt this stubborn spirit from them, but they are still learning and they are still growing. Possible enemy from the past. They don't understand yet, but they will protect you. That Knight of Kings definitely tells me that this person watching over you, there's no malicious intent. They just don't really understand yet, because I feel like they're still learning and they're still growing. And with you again. So, I mean, usually, you know, you want to hear like, oh, it's somebody very positive looking after you. But I feel like this person may have not been a positive person in your life, but they, for some reason or another, they're looking after you. They're not really sure why, but I feel like it's possibly they're repaying a debt to you. Possibly this person caused a lot of hardship in your life, or a lot of grief, and almost like karma is taking care of them now that they've passed on, and now they are pretty much being told to look after you. And I feel like they're kind of waiting. Like, I just feel like this very stagnant spirit. But I feel like they're still learning. Oh my gosh, it could possibly be, like, they could be very naive. This could be like a younger person who is watching over you, maybe. But I feel this, I still feel like it could be somebody you might have considered an enemy, or somebody you didn't get along with too well. Very, very strange to get for, you know, who is watching over you. But, you know, that's what I'm feeling from this. Alright, let's get into the Marie messages. So, for the first message, we have take inspiration from, or dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. I feel like they do want good for you. They definitely have good intent for you. This is telling me that they do want to see you dancing and having fun with life. I feel no malicious intent from whoever this may be watching over you. No malicious intent. It just, they're confused. Sort of a feeling. And then we have dive. You don't find pearls on the shore. So, again, I feel like this is them telling you, don't be afraid to dive into new things. Because we also have the hermit here who kind of exploring new different paths. So I feel like that's, you know, confirmation that it's okay to dive in and explore new things. Because I feel like if you do get into some sort of trouble, some way, somehow, and maybe the easiest little way or the biggest way, they are there for you right when you need them. And then we have optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. So yeah, this is a beautiful card. I really do like this card because this is telling me that they are here for you even though there is this hardship. And this hardship very could possibly just be, you know, the life that you are possibly living right now. But then again, it could be them. I feel like it's more strongly them. But there's this optimism that they're trying to bring you. All of these are very optimistic. All of these messages. So there's no malicious intent here. They want goodness for you. They want you to do good in life. They want you to dance. They want you to have fun. And look on the brighter side of life. Because I feel like this person had like this negative outlook on life. Almost. And they want you to have this positive outlook on life. But I feel like they're just so stuck in this cycle. It's really sort of sad, you know. But I feel like the more you live with your life, the more you'll be able to help them to move on with if you're religious, you know, however you take that message, the more you live your life, the more they are able to get out of this cycle of being stuck. And I feel like more answers will come to them too as you live your life. Because I feel like they're looking at you, and it could be possible that, you know, they were jealous of you, or they thought you can do so much better. It could be any sort of situation. This is a general reading, so you know, take whatever you can as it resonates. But yeah, I hope that this reading resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. And if it didn't, you are more than welcome to watch another reading within this video. And do keep in mind you could have more than one person watching over you as well. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever it is. And we will see you all in the next reading. Okay, love y'all. Bye.